What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Gladiator guide. So today, I'll be showing you everything I personally know about the hero. We will be first going through a quick introduction to the Glad's reflex guard, his zone attack, and how deflecting works, before diving straight into the basic, intermediate, and expert combo mix-ups that I personally use, and then finally end with some max punishes that will vastly improve your Gladiator experience. So, first and foremost, we're going to talk about the Gladiator's reflex guard, what to expect of it and how to play around using this type of guard, and then we'll move on to his zone attack, how to best utilize it, as well as its capabilities, and then we're finally going to touch bases on how to properly deflect. Alright, so this here is called the reflex guard. It is complete, utter garbage, as it lasts for a very minuscule period of time before your guard drops, and then you become vulnerable to any attacks coming from that direction. As you can see, when the color of your guard is black, it means that you are exposed and will need to refresh your guard by simply switching directions. So make sure that you make a very good habit of it to constantly switch your guard around during a fight. So, moving on to the zone attack. The zone attack does 20 heavy damage as well as stamina damage on shield bash. The Gladiator has one of the best, if not the absolute strongest, zone attack there is out there. The reason why is because it is extremely safe to use, and therefore can be abused easily for the win. Now it is very hard to avoid the zone attack on reaction, thus making the opponents have to sort of either predict or read the zone attack. And even if you happen to dodge it, you can still get tagged by the zone attack if you happen to avoid the shield bash part, but don't recover fast enough to parry or block the second part of the zone. Not only that, but the zone attack can be feinted midway. So what is a deflect? Instead of simply using your guard to block or parry, you're going to be dashing in the same direction as the enemy attack. As for the timing, it's as if you're going for a parry, but instead you'll be using your dash button. Not to mention, if you happen to get a successful deflect on the Glad, you will be able to press heavy, which will follow that up with a skewer, which I will talk about later on in the video. Alright, let's dive into the combos that I use. Keep in mind, these are just mix-ups that I personally enjoy using and find decent success with. We'll start with the basic combos, then move on to the intermediate combos, then towards the expert combos, and lastly, finishing with some max punishes. Basic combo 1 is a simple dash left or right, light attack into toe stab. Keep in mind this combo should only be performed after successfully dodging an opponent's attack and is used more or less as a punish. Be careful with the finishing toe stab, as some opponents will be able to dodge that and end up punishing you for it. Basic combo 2 is a heavy feint into a light attack. This is a great and simple combo from which you will be getting a lot of your damage from, especially against a reflex guard opponent or one who enjoys going for parries. When you heavy feint, the opponent, if going for a parry, will start it, and you'll be able to get the light attack in. Basic combo 3 is a double heavy feint into light attack. This again is a very simple combo and will allow you to exhaust the enemy's reflex guard if you decide to double heavy feint in the same direction. Not only that, but the double heavy feints can really pressure your opponent enough for you to squeeze that light in from different directions. Lastly, this combo will help you condition your opponent into thinking that every single heavy you throw will end up being a feint, which brings us to basic combo number 4. Basic combo number 4 is going to be a heavy into a heavy feint into a heavy. The best time to use this combo is right after you make your opponent think that you will always feint your heavies. With this combo, you can really put pressure on your opponents who are indecisive on whether or not to go for the parry or think it's a feint. If they happen to simply block, you're still going to get block damage, so it's a win-win. However, if they start parrying you, you should stop using this combo immediately and go for safer options. Okay, basic combo number 5 is going to be a very simple, heavy feint into toe stab. This is a very low risk, very low reward option, especially against lower skilled opponents. If you wish to make this move even safer, but a little bit more of an extra work, go for the double heavy feints into toe stab. Lastly, basic combo number 6 is going to be a forward shield bash into a heavy feint into a guard break. This again is a nice little combo for catching lower skilled players off guard for the guard break, as they'll be blinded from your shield bash. The heavy feint serves to cause your opponent to switch their guard to attempt to either block or parry, which will take their mind off of getting guard broken instead. Intermediate combo number 1 is a shield bash into a heavy feint into a delayed dashing top light. This is my absolute favorite bread and butter combo as it works surprisingly well. In order to delay your dashing top light, you must wait a little bit during your forward dash, and then you quickly explode with a top light. This will make your opponent think that you're trying to attempt a deflect or initiate another shield bash, but instead, you're going to explode in their face with a jumping top light. Intermediate combo number 2 is a shield bash into a heavy feint into a delayed dashing top light into a toe stab. Now this is very similar to combo number 1. This is going the extra mile and works decently well, but be careful of the finishing toe stab as some opponents are good enough to consistently dodge and punish this. Intermediate combo number 3 is a shield bash into double heavy feints into a toe stab. This is again a very low risk, low reward combo. The shield bash will blind them, take some stamina damage, and your heavy feints will throw them off guard so that you can get a very high success chance toe stab for some decent chip damage. Intermediate combo number 4 is a light attack into skewer feint into a toe stab. After performing your light attack, your skewer feint can force a parry or a dodge. If they happen to dodge, your toe stab will catch them. If they decide to go for the parry, they'll be stuck there anticipating the timing, only to get launched at with a toe stab. Alright, intermediate combo number 5 is a difficult one. It's a heavy feint into shield bash into heavy feint into a delayed dashing top light into a skewer for 2 ticks into a normal dashing top light. This is a very deadly combo as it will put your opponent on their heels with your heavy feints and blinds. This combo is fairly difficult to pull off the entirety of it because the timing is everything, and the skewer can also be easily avoided by a good player. Just keep in mind to delay your first dashing top light and not your second. Expert combo 1 is a zone attack feint into a delayed dashing top light into a skewer feint into a toe stab. This attack works well because initiating this combo with a zone attack is very difficult for the opponent to avoid. Once you get the first half of your zone attack, feint it and go for the delayed dashing top light. When your opponent gets hit with a zone, they'll be like, oh dang, time to get that guaranteed 20 damage, so they won't expect the feint into dashing top light. Now this sets you up for other combos. Furthermore, your skewer feint will confuse them, and you can force a dodge or parry attempt into a toe stab. Expert combo number 2 is a light attack into double heavy feint into a light attack into a skewer feint into a delayed dashing top light into another skewer feint and ending with a toe stab. With this combo, all of your damage will be coming from lights and toe stabs. In other words, you're going to be doing a lot of fancy stuff to mask and weave in those damage from your lights. Expert combo 3 is a shield bash into a heavy feint into a shield bash into a heavy feint into a delayed dashing top light into a skewer feint and ending with a toe stab. Through this combo you can get amazing stamina damage and possibly put them in out of stamina for pressure. Again, this combo you're doing a lot of fancy moves only to get damage from your jumping top lights and your toe stabs. Punish 1 is a heavy attack punish. After getting a parry on a heavy attack, you can get a guaranteed dashing top light. Punish 2 is a light attack punish. After getting a parry on a light attack, you can get a guaranteed heavy attack. Punish 3 is a wall splat punish. After throwing your opponent against the wall, you can get a guaranteed heavy attack. Punish 4 is an out of stamina side throw punish. Once your opponent is out of stamina, throw him to the side, do a dashing top light, into a heavy feint, into a toe stab, into a heavy. Punish 5 is an out of stamina parry punish. Once you parry your out of stamina opponent, do a heavy, into a heavy feint, toe stab, into a heavy. Punish 6 is a skewer 2 or 3 bleed ticks into a dashing top light. Punish 7 is a skewer 2 or 3 bleed ticks, throw against a wall, into a heavy. Lastly, Punish 8 is a skewer, 2 or 3 bleed takes against an opponent who is pressed against the wall, into a guard break which performs a shield bash, and then ending it with a heavy.